But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
That we believe without understanding.
Take this Uyghur flag, you Southerns!
That the standard...
He doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
That we believe without understanding.
Take this Uyghur flag, you Southerns!
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
Quran is mentioned. If this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
Anything else is by default. Therefore,
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends. And as you see,
But I mean,
today, we have a very important topic, which is extremely dangerous, actually. You know, we heard the news, the sad news, that the Muslims in UK, they choose a new leader to wage war in China. And that is a third tits war. Now, the Chinese, they heard the news, by the way, and they took it seriously. If you look at that girl there, she is from the Chinese army. And she was saying, I mean, this Abdul is so stupid cute. I mean, look at him. So supposedly there is a group of Muslims in China, they are oppressed. I mean, name for me one country in the world don't oppress the Muslims, and the one who oppressed them is the Muslims. Saudi Arabia, Syria, Iraq, Libya, Algeria, Morocco, you name it, everywhere. The Muslim oppress Muslims. But Mimi Hijab, who is looking for a fame, he's a female fame. He will not hesitate any, or let us say, waste any opportunity to show his tits. A person is going in front of an embassy to present support to the Muslims in China. Okay, no problem. That's good. But why you take off your t-shirt? Because it is the tits war. It is time to take our war against China to the second stage. It is tits war. And now the Chinese, you know, they were ready for all kinds of wars, like nuclear wars, submarine war, tank war, missiles war. I mean, you name it. But tits war, that is a surprise. I mean, the Chinese been taken into a surprise war, a field they are not specialists with. The president of China, he met with the High Council of Security. He said, did you see the news? They said, which means, not really. He said to them, tits. They said, whoa, tits. You know, and supposedly they were talking about the tits of Muhammad Hijab. And now the population of China, they start leaving China. Because, you know, I don't know if you watched the movie of, what's his name? The guy who is, I forgot his name. He's a British actor, where one of the women in his movie, she have like fire come from her nipples, you know? You know, I forgot the name. So I think they are thinking about what is behind those nipples. What's exactly the plan? So the Muslims in England, they decide to do a strike, and they get an idea. Let us launch a tits war. And who can present the tits war better than Mimi Hijab, who love to show off his shaved hair chest? I mean, why you shave your chest a day before, you idiot? Are you telling me you have no hair in your body? Is that serious? You are Banut? You know, in Arabic, Banut is the one who have no hair, so they call him like girly. So I was thinking about this situation, and I said to myself, I saw in the news there's a bunch of lesbian girls, they were protesting against the Christians, so they took off their topless. Muhammad Hijab, Amar Rabbi Amar. You got the idea from them. I get you. You got the idea from them, so you decide to take off your t-shirt. So from now on, yesterday we spoke to a Muslim, we asked him why Muhammad Hijab, he did this. He says he get emotional. And you know, yes, we have to be truthful. Those people who they are true believers in Allah, when they get emotional, they get naked. Actually, Muhammad, he did that. You remember the hadith where a man, he started kissing down the belly of Muhammad? So, you know, I heard the news that England is preparing or already announced Hamas as a terrorist organization. What Mimi Hijab will do? I think in this time he will take off his bikini to show support to Hamas. Mimi Hijab. I mean, this is the best you can do. You coward. If you claim to be a man, China is there. Actually, the embassy was a few steps from you when you were there. And you can go there anytime. At least knock at the door. You coward. Mut'a boy. You did not even dare to touch the door of the embassy. So those cowards who claim that they are doing jihad, this is mut'a jihad. This is nipple jihad. This is a fake jihad, and that jihad means nothing. In the same time, if we search in the news, we will find that all Islamic leaders, if we can call them leaders, they are kissing the shoes of the Chinese. Saudi prince, the Saudi crown prince, the king of Saudi Arabia. This is now, look, this is the news now. I just searched in Prophet Google, peace be upon him. It says the following. Saudi Arabia turns toward China. Look, what the heck? They are not turning toward the Kaaba no more. They are turning toward China. Like, what? Saudi Arabia. I mean, look, the Saudi, they turned toward China, and Mimi Hijab, he did the same. He turned his nipples. You know, you need to ask yourself, if the Muslims really are oppressed, so why the Muslims are desperate to have a good relationship with the China, signing agreement, kissing their shoes? If we type the word UAE, China, let us take them one by one. Oh boy. United Arab Emirates, soon they are going to give the Chinese a base. Like, what? This is 2 days ago. Not 2 years, not 2 centuries, not 2 months. This is 2 days ago. And Mimi Hijab is giving them his tits. I mean, your jihad is helping. We have to admit. Yeah. We have to take into consideration that such a jihad by nipples is way more powerful than all those who they are trying to get close to China from the Muslims. I know that you worship YouTube. I know that you are getting rich from YouTube. I know that you like to show off, and you are a coward. And the proof, you did nothing. You know who's holding this guy from doing real jihad? There is a group of terrorists in Syria. They are called the Turkestan, and they are from the Uyghur. They are the most aggressive terrorists. Criminals. They chop the heads of children, and when the Russians come, they run away. Why you don't join them? Why you don't do? Coward. Tits boy. Let us type different country. Forget about Saudi Arabia. Forget about Emirat. Let us see if we type China, Qatar. I mean, the news is horrible. Look at this. China Qatar Corporation benefit both countries. This is the website of the government of China. China Qatar vote to boost ties. Did you say ties? I thought it was going to use the word tits. But look, it says ties. And the Prince of Qatar, he went there. Look, this is 4 days ago. I mean, look how fast they are desperate. Man. That Qatar relationship with China, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Oman, and have a mixed feeling about China. What mixed feeling? They are dying for China. A China-Qatar strategic partnership. That's deep. Year after year, senior Chinese diplomat to meet Taliban. Even Taliban. Unbelievable. Hey, hold on. Hey, Sheikh Uthman, what do you think about Taliban meeting with the Chinese, kissing their ass? Excuse my language. Because remember, this guy from Afghanistan, so he's an expert. Taliban, even the top mujahideen in the world, they are kissing the bum of the Chinese. I mean, does it say they're Taliban? Or I'm making things up? Taliban. Let us type the word Taliban so that we can get a special deal. Man. Look. The Uyghurs in China, in Afghanistan, fear China will push Taliban to do something to them. I mean, do you see how much the Muslims, they care for each other? Brothers and sisters, this is 11 hours ago. China backed Taliban. Its firm line up as a China back up Taliban regime. Chinese firms make beeline for mineral rich in mind. What? Okay, whatever. I mean, look at this. I mean, the Muslims, they are really against China. But hold on. Here it says, in a website, it says, foreign policy. It says, China is jihadis' new target. Eyewitness for that. We just saw it not long ago. The boy who sucked tits, he started that jihad. Can you imagine how many terrorists will be motivated by the speech of Mimi Hijab? How many they will take off their t-shirt to show support? I heard that Mimi Hijab, he took off his t-shirt because it's made in China. Hey Mimi Hijab, I will shave my 25-foot beard if your t-shirt and your panty and your trouser and even your beard and the microphone you are holding is made in China. So you potato, how you claim that you are going to support the Muslims in China when you are buying the Chinese product? Isn't it the t-shirt you took off made in China? Go to any store in England, find me one t-shirt is not made in China. Just go. Try, just give it a try. Find me one microphone is not made in China. Find me one computer is not made in China. Even Apple phone and Apple computer made in China. So those coward potatoes, they claim that they are fighting China. You eat it. If you go against China, you will be naked. Actually, already you are naked. I will take it back. Do you see the stupidity? So they claim they are going to, like support the Abdul in China. But in reality, they are the one who buy the product of the Chinese or the world, not only Middle East, not only Muslims. I mean, here in America, you go to the store. I mean, what you will find, anything we have around me, anything I have around me is made in China. The microphone, the computer, anything, you name it. It's a reality. So if you want to go really against China, as you claim, potato, you go naked, totally naked, because the first thing you should do, you should stop buying their product, because that product is making the Chinese government rich and powerful. So if you mean really what to say, we'll do what you say. Do you say what do you do? Or you do what you say? Oh, the maximum jihad you will do, you will take off your t-shirt, which is made in China, and then after 5 minutes you will put it on. I want the Muslims to make an announcement around the world that they will not buy anything from China anymore. Let us see. Let us see. I'm going to open my Skype. And again, welcome to your brother Christian Prince program. And this program is made for adult. So if you are under the age of 6 and you are a Muslim, you better leave, because according to Muslims, Aisha, she was adult, mature at the age of 6. In fact, she was dating at the age of 4. So if you are kids, keep them away from the Mujahideen. Welcome and invite your friends.
But then the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah put around him those people that will console him, like his wife Khadija. And then when Gabriel started coming more often, he told him, I'm Gabriel, I'm bringing the message to you. And then he'll bring news to him of the past about like what happened with Joseph and Moses, things that he wouldn't have known, because he couldn't read or write, right? Yeah, and then like amazing, miraculous things like linguistic miracles that the Arab poets couldn't respond to. So
that's cool.
That's
so
cool.
He didn't know it was Gabriel. The angel didn't tell him it was Gabriel.
He did, sure.
Any later?
No, even at that time, right? But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith.
Those things are going to be shown every time we go live on air, because they are priceless. So we are preparing for a new introduction in my program, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a collection of action.
Again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
That we believe without understanding.
Take this wig a flag, you son of...
That the standard narrative has holes in it.
Quran is mentioned. If this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
Anything else is by default. Therefore,
I really do think Jesus was crucified and that he really was dead and buried. He thought that he was a son of God in the sense that he was specially chosen by God. I think Jesus really did think he was going to be the Messiah, the future king of Israel. I mean, that is, after all, why they crucified him.
All right. God is good, my friend. And the Muslims, they are abusing their religion. They bring people to interview, hoping that they can fight Christianity, and then in the process, they find themselves exposing their stupid God. As simple as that. It's very funny to listen to a dummy. And the dummy claimed to be wise. You see, there's one of the statement, the old Jewish tradition, they say, God, he created 2 ears and 1 mouth to listen more and speak less. But Muhammad is not like that. Muhammad, he speak more, he never listen. Even when Jibril came to him, Muhammad was not listening. This is why Jibril was squeezing him 3 times. I'm going to open my Skype. All calls from Muslims are welcome. I heard there is somebody, he is a Muslim, when I call me today. So one of you send me email. I don't know if he's talking about today or tomorrow he will call me. I'm not sure. So we'll open our Skype and Muslims are welcome to call. You know, Islam is a mockery by itself. But what makes it more silly, that the Muslims are working hard to do mockery to their own religion. One of the mockery of Muslims, they say that we have books full of lies. If you show them something, they will say to you, this is da'if. They are making mockery of their books. They are making mockery of their God. They don't want to accept what their God said and what their prophet said. It's a mockery cult. As an example, when we show them that Umar al-Khattab, he go out watching the wives of Muhammad doing poo-poo. You ask yourself, this hadith is written by who? Reported by who? If you ask me, honestly, I believe that this hadith is written by Muslims who they are trying to make a mockery. But look like, for the Muslims, this is not a shame. So what? The companion of the Prophet, the best companion who became a caliphate, he was staring at the bum of the wife of the Prophet when they are doing poo-poo. And not only that, he was harassing them. Saying to Sauda, as an example here, when she was doing poo-poo, we recognize you. You see, the first one who came with the face recognition, I think it was the Israeli. But there is something we do not know until you read the Islamic books. There is something called ass recognition. And that was exist by Islam. All right. Let us see, we have somebody, he is saying he's a Muslim. We will see if he is. I hope it's not the ultimate fault, because this is the only kid who is obsessed. Okay, we're trying to call a Muhammad, and let us see if he is going to answer. I mean, amazing, by the way. It's a miracle, I believe. Because how Omar was able to recognize the wife of the Prophet from her ass. That's not easy. We have to be honest here. So when those kuffar, they claim that the software of recognition or face recognition established, this is something they are trying to copycat the accomplishment of Islam long time ago, because Muslims, they don't want to do face recognition because women, they have to cover their face. So Umar al-Khattab, he decided to start softwares called ass recognition, and this is why he was able to recognize the wife of the Prophet. Let us call this guy and see. Hello?
Yes. But recently...
Mute YouTube, please.
Yeah, and then you're gonna run.
Here we go. Stupid idiot. I know that this is the obsessed guy. You know, listen, ultimate fault. I really am sorry for I did what I did to you. I mean, I made you made you to joke everybody, but I didn't mean it. It's you who keep calling me. So for the sake of your soul, and not to be humiliated over and over, don't call me again. I will not let you talk no more. That's it. We have you recorded. Go and be proud. Show it to your kids. Didn't you accomplish the mission? Why you keep calling? Potato, didn't you have enough? That's really good. I mean, this guy is really something. Let us see this guy. That's it. He want to take revenge. I said it must be ultimate fraud, and I was right. I mean, how I was right, do you know? He's not answering, this guy. Okay, if you are a Muslim, text me please and I will call you. Alright? If you are a Muslim, text me and I will call you. And we want adult Muslim, not like this ultimate fart. Islam, there is no question. Islam is a mockery cult. It's a mockery of their God. It's a mockery of their prophet. I mean, when a guy like this guy, he claimed to be a sheikh. And then he keeps saying that Muhammad was worshipping the true God. And he was following Abraham. And then he go openly in the street. And he is the one who record the video. And he is the one who paused the video. And then in his video, he says clearly that Muhammad, for 40 years, at least, was nothing but a pagan person. He never heard about the true God. He never heard about Gabriel. Who can do better mockery of Muhammad more than those Abdul? You see, because when I say that, the Muslim, they will say to me, you are a liar. But when the Muslim, they say that, what they can say, are they going to say you are a liar?
Angel didn't tell him it was Gabriel.
He did, sure. No, even at that time, right? But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right?
I think the one who did editing for this video, you need to fix it and make his voice higher. You can fix that, just to trim that part and increase the voice, because his voice is hard to be heard.
Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagans.
Obviously, the name of our religion is...
So, my friend, the people of Mecca, they were pagan, and Muhammad did not come from Abrahamic faith, and he did not know anything about Gabriel, and this is how Islam started. Who is going to oppose what Sheikh Uthman said? Or if you like to call and tell us about striptease jihad, which is done by your brother Mimi Hijab, may Allah bless his nipples, feel free and tell us what do you think about Mimi jihad. Is it lawful for Muslims to strip in the street to do jihad? Like, does it happen in the past that the Muslim mujahideen, they took off their clothes? Actually, it happened. There's a story about Umar ibn al-As was fighting with Umar ibn al-Khattab, and then sorry, not Umar, hold on, I forgot the story, with Ali, I think, Ali, yeah, sorry, yeah, and then Umar ibn al-As, when Ali almost going to kill him, Umar ibn al-As, he turned up his bum, his ass, and he show off his anus. So I think Mimi Hijab is copying the plan from Umar ibn al-As. Imagine the first ruler of Egypt, he was a guy who showed his anus to protect himself. The one who is hired to rule Egypt from the Muslims. He showed his anus in order to stop the attacker from killing him. It worked. According to this story, Ali, he turned his face and he did not kill him. So I'm thinking that maybe Mimi Hijab is inspired by such a story. So the first step, he take off his nipples, you know, showing. I mean, where is this girl coming from in the picture? I mean, look at her, she is scared, man. I mean, do you see the impact of the threat of Mimi Hijab. Look at this girl. She's taking selfie with Mimi Hijab. I mean, because they never saw such a thing before. A country like China is under the threat of a striptease boy. Time to take it seriously, China. I think you are under nipples attack. Sooner or later, fire will come from those nipples. You know what? I thought about it. Maybe Mimi Hijab is giving like a password to do jihad to stop milking themselves and give China milk. I mean, because I'm trying to find what the connection between taking off the t-shirt. You see, like, I like to read books about like intelligence and etc. But I never came to such a plan. This plan is confusing me. I mean, what is the plan exactly? Okay, we take off the t-shirt. And then the t-shirt is made in China. We flip the t-shirt, and then it says there's a sticker says made in China. I thought maybe Hijab, he will say, we will stop buying clothes from China, but he put it back. It turned to be no. The microphone in his hand is made in China. The chair he sit on is made in China. The table he sit in China. Everything is made in China. So the guy, he decided to do jihad against China by buying more stuff from China to speak against China. I mean, that is genius. If this is the plan, I have to admit that nobody can beat you with such a thing. Someone saying this is not interesting topic for someone to call me. No, my friend, the topic is about Islam. No problem. Forget about the naked boy there. I mean, we just put him for a snack. You never saw like there's like show in Las Vegas, and then what you see like I saw in the commercial like girls dancing in the stage and they lift up their legs, and one of them she have like things coming from her nipples. He don't even have that to cover the nipples. I mean, at least put something in the nipples. Wear a bra. By the way, how many Muslim women they get tempted by seeing Mimi Hijab naked now? Especially this guy, he have an amazing body features to the point you see no muscles. I mean, the guy, look at you, look like a balloon. This guy, he go watch his videos in the corner, in a speaker corner. He take off his t-shirt. He wears shirt showing almost everything. He is desperate just to show. The show boy. You know, the father of Muhammad was a gigolo. And if you read my book, you will see it. That the sister of Waraq ibn Nawfal, obviously she is a whore, she offered the father of Muhammad 100 camel to do boom boom to her. Now the story, obviously, there is no way. I mean, why in the world a woman, she will pay 100 camel to a guy to sleep with her? Doesn't make sense, man. I mean, maybe she gave him a chicken, but 100 camel? I mean, Muhammad himself is not worth a goat. So a woman, she is the sister of Waraq ibn Nawfal, which is obviously he is the father of Muhammad. She offered the father of Muhammad 100 camel to sleep with her. The father of Muhammad did not say no. He said, hold on, I'm going to Amina, supposedly she is the mother of Muhammad, and I will be back to you, which means I will do Amina and I will come back. This guy is working officially as a gay girl. So maybe Mimi Hijab was thinking about doing business. But how much they will offer you? How many chicken? YouTube will pay. Who is a Muslim would like to call us? Who is a Muslim would like to show us that Muhammad really a prophet of God? Waiting, where are you? Who are you? This guy idiot. Here we talk to Muslims. This guy want to talk about Halloween and Christmas. Stupid people. See, Halloween is a pagan, practice. Christmas is not, because it's what it's meant. It was not what it used to be. As an example, if there was a religion before us and they practice every Sunday prayer and they are pagan, that will not make us pagan, because simply when we pray to our God, not their God. So people who they are silly, you can be silly and speak to yourself in the mirror. This is why I like the Chinese when they said, he left as a donkey, never come back as a horse. If you want to speak against Christianity, it's not that Christmas will make Christianity bad. You are just a stupid fool. Actually, Christmas is the best time because the name of Christ on it. And that brings joy for billions of people around the world, including Muslims. In Christmas, people, they share charity, they visit each other, they take care of each other, they invite each other. Children get happy, everybody is happy. God is love, and he loves to see his people happy. And Christmas for us is every day. Every day is the day of the Lord, the Bible said. So the stupid ones, who they are desperate, try to find anything. Do we have any Muslim would like to say anything to us? Any Muslim would like to share with us something truthful about Muhammad, additional to tits for sure. You know, I mean, I'm convinced with the tits story. You know, it is. Yeah, I mean, you have to think about it. Anyone have anything against tits? You see, actually, the God of Islam is the God of tits. Remember, if we go in the Quran and we search for tits, just search for tits, not necessarily the word tits in English, you know. Oh, I'm typing in English now. Unbelievable. So if we go in the Quran and we search for tits, but we will search for tits in Arabic. Kawaib. You know what is killing me about this Arabic language? That it says that they are a cube. Like a cube. Since when women breasts are cube? Because that will make the Kaaba breast too. Kawaib, Kaaba, breast. We are getting there. Look at this translation, by the way. And young, full-breasted, between two brackets, mature. The tongues of the Abdul now is coming out, brother. Brother, they are so young. And they are full-breasted, brother. Yummy, 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 yummy. Even their God is the God of tits. When God, he promised us the tits of young girls, you ask yourself, what kind of God he is? Muhammad, me saying, is Isaiah 53 say that he is the Messiah? My friend, don't worry about Isaiah, because your God already, he confirmed that the Messiah is the Messiah. So why you are worried about the Messiah, you idiot? I mean, why Muslims are so worried about Isaiah? By the way, why you don't have the book of Isaiah in your Quran? Can you show me the teaching of Isaiah in your Quran? Dummy. Dummy with certification. Is it saying that he is the Messiah? Don't you think it's too late? Abdul, don't you think it's too late even to ask this question? Your God, Allah, he confirmed that he is the Messiah. That Jesus is the Messiah. And Abdul is worried about Isaiah. They are not worried about full-breasted, mature little girls. He's worried about Isaiah 53. That's deep. I mean, we have to confirm that Muslims are people who think deeply. He did not see all the garbage in his Quran. My friend, if Isaiah is about Jesus or not, that will not change anything. Jesus is Jesus and he is the Messiah. And even your stupid God confirmed that he is the Messiah. So eat it. There is not. What is not? What is that? I mean, look, guys, look at the sentence. Sometimes people, they say to me, your English is not good. Even Muslims make fun of my English. But sometimes I read the Muslims' answer to me. It sounds like Quran. There is not. What the heck is that? Is that your answer? There is not what? I mean, imagine this guy become a professor in university. And he explain any problem by saying there is not. That's deep. We don't care, Muhammad. Even your name is stupid, Muhammad. I never heard of a guy whose name is Muhammad. Muhammad, not Muhammad. Idiot. We don't care if you think about Isaiah 53, whatever you want. Who care? Your stupid God, he confirmed that he is the Messiah. Are you against your God now? Are you against your God? Say yes and get one trip to the nipple land. Honestly, if you say yes, I am against Allah teaching, and you call me, I will contact Mimi Hijab for you, and he will grant you a one-way trip to the nipple land. What say you? Huh? Huh? Somebody saying change your information. My friend, those are fake numbers. Don't worry. Do you think Rita will put? I don't even have a phone number.